Hey everyone, welcome back to Living on Zepbound. My name is Alonda, and today I'm going to dive into my last 9 weeks of being on Zepbound and what I experienced week by week. So, let's dive into it. All right, so my name is Alonda, and I have been living on Zepbound. At my heaviest, I was 264.7 pounds. My goal weight for this year, this actual calendar year, is to hit 180 pounds. Hence the name of my channel, Alonda 180. Now, my ideal goal weight overall is to get to 150. When I was on 150, and this is pre my first child, who is now 22, I was pretty good. I mean, everything was in the right place. Medications gone. So my goal is to actually get back to the 150 mark. And to be honest, the way that Zepbound is working, I should be able to get there. So yay for Zepbound. A little difference today, I am wearing lipstick. My students were at school asking me if it was summertime or if this was my Easter dress. So I said no, and one of my students was like, you should put on some red lipstick. I think red lipstick would really look nice on you. So I did. I put on a little red lipstick. It's fading, but it's fine. I've done one for makeup, but as a suggestion for my students who have noticed the weight loss, thank you, I will try on the makeup. So lipstick. All right, back to Zepbound, the whole reason why you're on this channel. I am on 5 milligrams of Zepbound. I originally started at 2.5 and I stayed on that for 4 weeks, so an actual full month. This is my third box of Zepbound. Of course, my insurance is not covering it, so I'm paying out of pocket, but I do have the savings card, so that is helpful. I worry one thing, and maybe some of y'all in the comments can figure this out for me. Savings card says 12 months. What happens when you hit month 13? Are you then 100% full price? Or can you renew and get a second savings card? If you could answer that in the comments below, that'll be great. I mean, I have some time, I do. But keeping in mind, I started the medication in February, so my savings card will be up in February of 2025, and I'd like to budget my Christmas shopping in case I have to start paying out of pocket in order for me to reach my 150 goal. So today I decided to do something a little different. At the end of the video, I will do my injection and I will also do my weight check. I'm not really sure what it's going to look like, but I will do those two things at the end. So I have my little notes from my time on Zepbound, and I figured I'd just break it down for you. Okay, so I got like all kinds of notes and sizes. So starting on Zepbound, can y'all see that? Yay. I was at 264.7 pounds. Within my first week, I did lose 2 pounds. So for me, I was on the right track. I was like, oh, hell yes. I love this medication. Give yourself a shot. And the food noise went away. My downfalls were I had a light headache, and that headache lasted almost the full 4 weeks on 2.5. It was just a little light, annoying headache. Not enough to take a medication, but just enough to be like, hey, I'm here. And that would happen like the next day. So initially I started taking Zepbound on Wednesdays. So every Wednesday I gave myself a shot. By Thursday, I had a little light headache. I also had belching. Ooh, I had belching. I would be talking and just be like, ooh, oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, excuse me. And that went on. It wasn't severe, like I wasn't embarrassed by it, but it did happen on occasion. Usually, if I hadn't eaten anything, which I thought was kind of odd, but yeah. I usually get up and I eat something in between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. but on Zepbound, the food noise went away, the hunger suppression kicked in. I stayed on my egg, but sometimes I didn't eat my full egg. I made like a little egg taco, and the taco itself is like literally, it's so small. You put the egg in it, and you're literally holding it like this. And I would eat a few bites and be done. So, around 10, 11 o'clock, I hadn't eaten anything else, and I would start belching. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then I'd eat a little snack, and the belching would go away. But that did happen for the first 4 weeks on Zepbound. Speaking of those weeks, let's talk about it. So, week 1, I lost 2 pounds. Like I said, ooh, girl, doing it. I was killing it. The second week, I lost 5.3 pounds, and that was in my left side of my belly. So, this side is where I gave myself the injection, and I lost 5.3 pounds. So, girl was killing it. I was like, oh my gosh, hell yeah, I'm about to get to 150 pounds. It's going to happen. And then I got to my third dosage, which I then went back to the other side, my right side of my belly, and I lost 4.8. I mean, damn near close to 5 pounds. So again, I was like, wow, I've been on medication 3 weeks and I've lost 12 pounds. Like, unbelievable. Yeah, let's stay on this. But keep in mind, for those 3 weeks, I still received that little light headache, the first 2 days of light nausea, not heavy nausea, just my tummy don't feel right. And then I would breathe through it or chew some gum, and life was fine. Now, week 1, I forgot to tell you about this. Week 1, I did have a issue with no bowel movement. I had 4 days, no bowel movement. I even wrote a song about it. Not really, but that song, Twin, Where Have You Been? Nobody knows me like you do. Yeah, that was me in my toilet. I was like, toilet, where have you been? Because I had no BM for 4 days. Gassy and smelly as all outdoors, but no bowel movement. Actually, on the 4th day, at the end of the day, the toilet and I became best friends again. So that first week, 4 days, no bowel movement, but we got past that. But like I said, my first box, I did have the light nausea, the little headache, the little stint of constipation. But by the end of that box, everything subsided for the most part. Like, I was good. So moving on to box 4, or pen injection number 4, I had lost 2.6 pounds going at the bottom part of my belly. So at this point, I had gone up, bump, 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 bump. So a little diagonal there, or a little, what would they call it? Diamond, a little diamond, as far as my injections. So week 5, trying to read this backwards, I had lost 3.1 pounds. So again, when I was on Cendexta, I was averaging 2 pounds per week. That was my consistent 1.9, 2 pounds, 2.1. But I played in that range the entire, almost 2 years I was on it. I was able to get down to 180, and I played around with 180 for a few years, and then COVID happened, and I just started going back up, back up, back up. I got to 240. I hung out there for a bit. 240 and I, we were chilling, and then the scale just started going up and up and up and up and up. And like I said, at my highest point, I was 264.7 pounds. I was like, what the hell happened? Like, I have no idea. Now, I am premenopausal. I've been premenopausal for damn near 6 years. Like, it's like crazy. So my doctor did, notate that some things could be changing with my health and getting older and the hormones. But those 20 pounds snuck up on me quick. So moving on to my first box, done. I played around with my belly, and now it was time for my second box. My second box, like I said, that was week 5. That was a 3.1. And then I dropped down to my left arm. So my son gave me that injection. I just wanted to see what would happen as far as weight and side effects. And I only lost 1.6. That was fine. But the side effect I got, oh baby, I had insomnia. Yeah. Insomnia, no joke. I mean, I was up. Yeah, was that Cardi B? If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Yeah, that was me. I was up and up and up, and I was stuck. Like, I could not go to sleep. And that lasted the whole week. I may get 2 to 3 hours of sleep, and then I was right back up for no apparent reason. So that was me doing the shot in my left arm. So only 1.6. Going for dose number 7, I went to my right arm and I lost 0.9 weight that week. But also insomnia. Yeah, I was up. I was just up living my best life in the middle of the night. My cat didn't even want to fool with me. Like, I'm laying there. I'm like, come here, kitty, come on. And he's like, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, you're supposed to be asleep. So I will be honest and frank. I will probably not be doing my arms. One, I didn't see that much weight loss. Keeping in mind, I kind of have a good rhythm with my food, but not enough weight loss for me to be dealing with insomnia. I'm not a fan of that. Moving on to week 8. That was a good week, 2.8 pounds loss, and that was in my right thigh. My last injection, so last Friday, I did my left thigh and I lost 2.5 pounds. So doing pretty good. I can't read backwards. Doing pretty good. So as you see, I've already decided I'm going to go back up to the belly where I was losing 5 pounds. That's where we're going to go. We're going to see if that holds true for my body, if giving the 10th injection in the upper, what did I write? Upper right? Upper right? No, upper left. How did I? Oh, right. Yeah, upper right of my belly is going to produce the same amount as it did when I first started the medication. Now, I realized when I first started the medication, it was my body getting used to it. And so that's probably why that number is so nice, the 5 pounds weight loss. But it could be that my belly handles it better. We will find out. This is all trial and error, everybody. Trial and error. I will also tell you, with my injections in my thighs, the food noise does come back. It comes back around Wednesday, or at least last week it was Wednesday. This week I was dealing with severe diarrhea. If you saw my other video, ooh, that stuff was serious. Like, it was bad. Not bad enough for me to go to the hospital because I was trying to wait it out. I'm like, at some point it's gonna stop. And it just did not. My doctor ended up calling in 5 little pills, and I took one, and I took a second one, and basically, what was that, Wednesday till about midday yesterday, Thursday, I had no bowel movement. My body was like, oh, stop everything. And so that's pretty much what happened as far as side effects. I had severe diarrhea week 9. But Wednesday, I did start hearing the food noise last week and this week. More or less on Thursday, though. More or less yesterday, I was hearing, oh, Butterfinger. Butterfinger sounds good. Oh, don't you want a Butterfinger? Oh, I think I do want a Butterfinger. Who has Butterfingers? That was kind of playing in my head most of yesterday. I have not gotten a Butterfinger. I did earlier in the week, and then one of my kids ended up eating it, but that is what it is. And I guess that's because I guess with that, my body was kind of like, hey, we never got that Butterfinger. What's up with that Butterfinger? And it's just been playing in my head. So I am embracing this shot right now because I really do want the food noise to stop. Also, I want to thank everyone in my last video who commented on what type of stretch mark cream you use, because I've ordered quite a bit. Some arrived today, some will be arriving tomorrow, meaning Saturday, and I am going to be testing out, because I'm starting to get stretch marks in the front of my thighs and just a little piercing around my my right stomach area. Some stretch marks are starting to creep in because of the weight loss and the speed of the weight loss. So yeah, I think that is it. So yeah, it is injection time. I will move into the bathroom. All right, so we're back in the bathroom. I am going to go ahead and give myself my injection. On the instructions for Eli Lilly, they don't say anything about using alcohol on your injection site, but I know better, so I am definitely going to use a cotton ball with some alcohol, or trusty alcohol, to get that area prepped. And so my total weight loss for the last, I'm gonna say 9 weeks, because again, this is injection number 10. So for the last 9 weeks is 25.6 pounds. So very happy about that. I'll be even more happier when this bad booger go away. It usually does, but it's one of the last things, which is kind of annoying. Really annoying. It's one of the first things to come and the last ones to leave. Kind of like that company that comes real early and they are the last ones to leave. That's how I feel about this. All right, so 5 milligrams. And you should be hearing some clicking just about now. I never press this button hard enough. Let's see. There we go. Nope. There it goes. Now it's going in. So after this injection, I usually wait a second or two. Okay, a little bit of dot blood. Why do I always get rid of my cotton balls? I have 2 more pins after today, so 2 more, so enough for injection 11 and injection 12. And as you know, Zepbound is scarce right now. So I have called the last place I went to, and they're like, well, you're giving us 2 weeks to figure this out, so just bear with us. Okay. But I'm also in the process of working with a telehealth company to do a compound. So one or the other, at least for the next 2 weeks, I know I have injections. After that, hopefully, it'll be a smooth ride into compounds until this shortage has ended. As you see, medication went in. You got that little gray thing. I've heard rumors about maybe them going to single dosages. At this point, I don't even care. I just want my medication. So whatever the plan is, figure it out, get the action going so people can get medications. Yeah, whatever that plan is, just see it through. At this point, in my opinion, again, all of this is based on my journey and my weight loss. Just information for you, because again, this is a new FDA approved drug for me by any means necessary. Let's get this medication rolling out to the people. That's how I feel. So thank y'all for sharing. Thank you for joining. 25.6 pounds lost in 9 weeks is incredible for me. I've heard some crazy numbers out there, and yeah, we doing this, y'all. We doing it. So y'all take care, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next week.